Good morning, everybody. So I did steal 5 minutes today from our normal broadcast, and I apologize for that. I won't be doing that all the time. But today I needed to because it's Monday. And those of you who know me, and welcome, YouTubers, it's Monday. And Monday started out with a bang today. First of all, where I am in Southern California, we have gale force winds. I mean, winds enough that make my hair go like this. And if you know about this hair, it's not easy for it to go like this. So, but we had gale force winds, and we have a terrible fire up in our Irvine area because of a result. The good news for firefighters, if there could be any good news with a fire, is that we are not 90 bazillion degrees out there where the fire is. We are actually cooler today. So hopefully the most heat that they feel is from the fire. And excuse me while I sort of adjust my accoutrements. I'm in a really cute Art of the Magic jacket today. And if you're commenting, I'm not seeing them, but as I've said today, Facebook sometimes will do some things that are a little squirrely. Sorry, Facebook, but you do. And so we may look at the comments at the end. But happy Monday. So before I come on and broadcast here for all of you, I broadcast on my Patreon page every Monday and every Friday. And if you want to be a part of my Patreon page, you go here. And what we do is every Monday and Friday, we talk different stuff. I'll talk about, and you'll get to see my sort of, sometimes I'm setting up. Today I had a call with my husband because my dog had to go to the vet sort of thing. And we also had an amazing drawing. So here is my treasure chest. I have a number of collectibles that have been given to me or I've come across over the years. And rather than go on eBay, I give them away to people who are members on my Patreon page. So please go check it out. It's going to be fun. But we did this new wheel and we spun it around, and all the pretty orange, as you can see here, all the pretty orange ping pong balls inside have a number that coordinates with my patrons. Now, there are more patrons that are in here because some have opted out, said very calmly that they don't want to be a part of the treasure chest, and some have just not gotten around to giving me a number yet. So that's what that's all about. And so today we did, I think it was the third or fourth one that we've done, but we made some changes, and one of them was that cool barrel. So how was your weekend? What a crazy time, huh? Always something different. We were supposed to get rain on Sunday, and doggone it, I wanted it, but I didn't get it. So rat finkies. So a few updates, and that's what's happening in my world. I'm about to go get pumpkins for the pumpkin class. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. Silly me. I wanted to show you something very cool. I wanted to show you this pumpkin. Isn't he adorable? Now, you guys may say, why is Terry getting so excited about a particular pumpkin? This particular pumpkin is very, very special to me because it came from one of my students, one of my dear students. Sorry, Cameron. The first name was not the problem, Cameron. Cameron Marsh. And so what happened with this lovely pumpkin? And we're going to take this off so you guys can see it. See how pretty and orange it is? Okay, and when I come over here and I show it to you, isn't this beautiful, this pumpkin? Look at the beautiful color. So the reason this one is so special is because Cameron grew it himself. That's right. Cameron grew it in a little patch outside of his apartment. He grew this pumpkin. And what is great about this pumpkin is that, look at this right here. This is very interesting. So maybe we'll use this when we work on him. It looks like maybe he was thinking of being a white pumpkin, but this is most likely where he was resting in the patch. He might have been like this when Cameron found him. And then Cameron flipped him over like this, okay? So there he is. But this right here is a prize winner or a Big Mac that just didn't quite become a prize winner or a Big Mac. You can tell the prize winners or the Big Macs because of their deep, dark color, this rich red color, right? A lot of times they don't work too hard on their stems. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Depends on the personality. But the thing that makes this pumpkin so special is it is a small size, but chances are, and Cameron agrees, that chances are the wall is going to be about between 2 or more thick. So there won't be many seeds in here, but there'll be 2 to whatever thick. So I'm going to take care of this little guy because I'm going to carve him. But thank you, Cameron. Cameron is one of my top, he's one of my alumni sculptors. He started with me learning to sculpt pumpkins when he was 9. And now he's 25 to 27 years old. He's in there. Anyway, he's in his 20s. And this is the thing that's great. He does a tiki style pumpkin. Next time I'll make sure I have pictures so we can kind of feature him and his amazing pictures. Let me just check and see. I might be able to find one very quickly here. And if I can, then you guys will really enjoy it. I may have favorited it in my album. Could I be that lucky? I probably doubt it. I probably didn't do that. But yeah, I didn't do that. Silly me. Silly me. Those of you who are watching this are kind of sitting here saying, why in the world am I watching Terry look through her phone? That's like so flippin' boring. But I was just hoping that perhaps I could find a picture of Cameron working on his pumpkin. But I don't know if I'm going to get that lucky. I was hopeful, but I don't think so. Not at this speed. You know, you really should be prepared with this stuff up front. But yeah. So this weekend was really wild, wet and wild. Saturday, I was going to go deliver my Groot, which I don't know if you can see him very well. He's being blocked by the pumpkin. But there's my Groot planner. It actually got sold, and I'm going to go deliver it in the next couple of weeks. But instead of that, we had the ADT guy come. Yeah, you know, we did that. And then we decided to do a little bit of work, you know, because it was Saturday and then Sunday was our family day. So I'm absolutely looking in the wrong direction. Monday. But anyway, so I was hoping that I could see the Cameron picture because I'd love to show you Cameron's work. And I know it's somewhere in my, whoops. It's somewhere in here. I'm going to try one more time. And I appreciate your patience. I mean, you know, everybody who's on here talks, gives for information and whatever. I'll tell you, I'm a Disney Imagineer and I have classes. How about we do that? Why, look, why is this pumpkin so special? Because I'm going to do my first set of virtual classes now. And if you head over to, let me see if I can find it. Couple of things. Let me just do a couple of things. Outrageous Pumpkins is very, very much now. These dates are not good, but near to Halloween, Outrageous Pumpkin Show, where I'm a judge, will most likely, honestly, be reviewing again. So look for Outrageous Pumpkins, and chances are you'll see me judging there. That's the first thing, okay? Second thing is, if you go here, you can find out how to take a virtual class for $20. So it's $20 to get in the virtual class. You can go to my store, but you can also go to this website and it'll direct you right to where you buy a ticket to be in the virtual class. Now, if you're someone who just wants to watch, you're more than welcome to watch. and not carve, but it's more fun to carve. I'm just telling you, it's more fun to carve. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to show you this pumpkin, because this came from one of my students who's very, very talented. And he does the tiki style. Now, I may have shown you before, but he has, each person develops their own sculpting style when they're sculpting. And you'll find that as you do this more and more, oh, I think I found him. Ha, 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 ha. Yes, goody, 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 goody. I think I found him. So I am going to plug it in right now and show you my dear Cameron, who, if you were to buy my, and I'm just waiting for it to like wake up. There we go. There we go. Thank you for waking up. Okay. There he is. This is Cameron, 20s. Okay, we'll just say 20s. And Cameron does the tiki style, and this is the kind of style that I teach you how to do. Cameron's been with me since age 9, and when he was 14, he managed to make about $800 as people love this tiki style, and they hired him out at our pumpkin patch. But we're not doing live this year, so we can't see each other carve and stuff, and it's very sad that we don't get to see each other carve and stuff. But that's Cameron, and so he decided to grow his own, and he made a trip all the way out to see me to give me this beautiful pumpkin. So again, if you want to be in the class, it's only $20. I'm going to go set it back over here. Yeah, it's only $20. And then Doug gave me this great little crazy pumpkin that, listen, and it's kind of squirrely and silly and funny. So I guess Doug knew that I was going to be kind of down because we really can't do Halloween this year. So what are we going to do for Halloween? And that is a very, very, very good question. We're going to put a movie on our picture window, and then from that picture window, and I'm just repurposing my camera 4 to wake up my iPad. There we go. So for those of you who haven't seen the hitchhiking ghosts, here they are. Let's just make this a whole Halloween experience. There they are. You can go to my store to pick up tickets for the classes. Like I said, you can watch the pumpkin classes if you don't want to participate. My website, you go to the website event calendar. Let me put that up one more time and you can snap a picture. But basically, you go here, it tells you what days, and then you can buy a ticket for $20, and that's it. And it's per household, guys. So if you have a big screen TV and an area where you can keep your area clean while you sculpt pumpkins and you want to participate with me, please do. Tomorrow I'm going to go and get pumpkins. So I'm hoping that on Friday I can show you the type of pumpkins. Now, Friday is not going to be an Ask Me Anything. And all of a sudden, I should have told my patrons the same thing. Friday's not going to be an Ask Me Anything because we're going to teach the pumpkin class. So I probably should have said that, but I'll say it again. No AMA. On Thursday, I will send out a shout out to you all so you don't get disappointed of the 3 hours. But what you can do is cough up $20 and you can watch me sculpt and teach others to do it. Or even better, you can participate. But go to the website if you're interested, and I'll be talking pumpkins. For those of you who have signed up for the class, the Zoom call is forthcoming. You will get that link. That is something I have to do today and tomorrow. Plus a little bit about pumpkins and how to keep yourself clean. You know, you're going to want to wear an apron. You're going to want to have some area around. You don't want to do this in your living room. It can be very, very messy business. What you can do is go outside, clean them up, and then come inside and carve them if you like. But it really is sculpting like you saw. Okay, it's sculpting, pumpkin sculpting. So now back to the ghosts. Here are the ghosts. You're going to want to, you can easily go to the store and order your set if you don't care what number. Otherwise, you can reach out to me and talk to me about having them. So here they are again. This is their normal under normal lighting conditions, but they illuminate. So here you go. They illuminate, and they are beautiful. Look how they are just like little specters floating there. This is what I really, really wanted to have happen. And I need you, if you have reserved one, you need to let me know what plan you want, and or go to the store and just buy them. Okay. So here they are on a shelf. This is the way they look. They look amazing on the shelf. And once the lights are completely out, as you can see here, if I hide this, you can see that Gus still keeps his detail. Facebook always repurposes the video and the lives to a smaller bit so that, they can, have the bandwidth or whatever. I don't know how it works. All I know is that if you're seeing more glow than ghosts, it's because of the setup that Facebook does. But you can see still that the face is still pretty good. In any case, the photos don't do them as much justice as in reality, but there they are. That's the way they look. And they really are something special. These are the price points you want to think about doing. The real deal is to pay in full, because really they are a set that I should have charged $1,500 for, and I didn't want to do that. So I've created for the first time 3 payment plans. Okay. If you want one of the payment plans, just reach out to me and we'll talk. Okay. But if you want that pay in full, all you have to do is go directly to my store and take care of it. All right. And again, if you've reserved them, I need you to make your decision by November 1st, because I am going to do a campaign to get them out into the marketplace in November. You'll have a little leeway there, but please do it as quickly as possible, because I want you to get your number that you reserved. Okay. All right. So there's that. So we talked about that. We talked about classes, and we talked about this yucky fire, this yucky fire that is not being our friend today. And also, I want to talk to you a little bit. Congratulations if you're going to Knott's Berry Farm. I hear that Knott's Berry Farm is doing this amazing Halloween Eats thing where you can go to the farm and walk around and dress in costume and eat cool stuff. And it's like sold out and everything. Wow. Sounds like fun. So what are we going to do for Halloween? Honestly, we could be like you. We're not sure. The reason we're not sure is because, just give me a minute. There we go. So what I'm going to show you is I will show you, there we go. I will show you, this is what our house usually looks like at Halloween. And it's going to be it's a little bit hard to see here. But see, we have a movie, and the movie that we project on the screen is Nightmare Before Christmas. You can kind of see Sally there a little bit. And then what you'll notice in the lower corner, the lower right-hand corner, is that little nose. That's Zero. So that's a little girl dressed as Zero, and she's watching Nightmare Before Christmas as she's getting candy. This was last year or the year before. But then my pumpkins are in the foreground. I do these crazy pumpkins in the foreground. Yeah, this is a couple years ago. This year, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So yesterday, which was my family day, and as you saw, we met with Cameron, and his father, Doug, joined us. Doug giving me this really fun, cool pumpkin. And along with some trick-or-treat candy of my own. Isn't that sweet? He just went around and saw his friends and gave us candy, which I thought was very, very kind and sweet and lovely. So exciting. So exciting. And I really do like this pumpkin because he's kind of silly and squishy, and then he kind of bounces. But anyway, really nice. And then he has a flashing light. Luckily, he doesn't make sound. But yesterday we decided to construct. Halloween is a big deal for my husband, and I like it too. And we're trying to figure out what we would wear and how we would, I'll probably put on a little lion suit or a tiger suit or something. And then we have about 80 packages of microwave popcorn. We always give out microwave popcorn during Halloween. And that's because as a child, I like salt with my sweet. And so I figure everybody gives them candy. I give them a full-size packet of popcorn. We usually have about 300 kids. This year, we're planning on about 80. If we have more than 80, we're going to turn the lights out, leave the movie on, and let people watch the movie, close the gate, and say, see you next year because of COVID-19. But we will do 80. And how are we doing that? Well, you may have seen many creative people with their tubes in bright orange, and they're going to, I guess, shoot candy down it, and the kids are going to, I don't know how it works. But in any case, I've seen a lot of people, that's what they're going to do, and it sounds really, really super fun. Well, instead, my husband has bought it looks kind of like a rain gutter, and it's a long, long rain gutter. And we're going to stand outside. I may be sculpting pumpkins. I haven't quite thought of that yet. I may be in the background so people can see me sculpting a lighted pumpkin, or just standing out there helping my husband do the shoot drop for 80. But chances are my pumpkins will be in the yard again, or in the chairs, very much like this, because we just don't think, we have a fence and a gate. We don't think kids are going to really feel comfortable coming into our yard. Seriously. So what we're going to do instead is put the movie out so that our neighbors, because our neighbors every year put lawn chairs out and watch the movie. So this year we'll put the movie on so our neighbors can watch the movie, and then kids can come up to the gate, the fence. We have a little white picket fence, and we have this long white chute that we will drop the popcorn in, and it slides into the bag. So we'll tell the kids we're 12 feet away, 8 feet away, and the chute is really high, and then it just shoots down the chute. Put your bag there 80 times. And then we will go inside, order a pizza or something. I don't really eat pizza, but order something cool, and then sit and watch monster movies. What kind of monster movies do you like to watch? I was thinking about it, and I like to watch monster movies, and I like to watch Halloween type movies. The go-to movie I gotta see every year is Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. Love that. The Fog. Love The Fog. It's my favorite ghost story movie. So I'll watch that. And then I'll also watch the Universal Monsters. So we'll do Wolfman, we'll do Dracula, and we have to do Mummy, because the original Mummy with Boris Karloff is absolutely off the chain. So that's what we're going to do as well. And that's what our Halloween is going to be. So this week is action-packed for me because I want to make sure I'm set up for my virtual classes. And then I want to teach you guys as best I can how to do it. You can also, if you're someone who the time doesn't work out for you or whatever, there is a video that a video, here it is, here it is, here it is. This teaches you how to sculpt the pumpkins. Now, it is a little bit older. So I talk about a candle in here, and I don't do candles anymore. I do camping lanterns, and it's big, big pumpkins. But I also show you how to put a design on a pumpkin, and it has my students' work. And maybe Cameron is in here at his young age. But there is a pumpkin. In fact, let's go to 2. Here, right here is one of my pumpkins right there that I did. You may not be able to see it very well, but there it is. And then there's another one down here. Yeah, so there's all different kinds, as you can see. Here's my giant one here, and it says I did one for the Ellen DeGeneres show. Yes, indeed, I did. And now Outrageous Pumpkins should have a sticker on here, but you can go to my store and you can get this. I also have a tool set and DVD combination for $50. That's too much. What kind of tools do you need? Well, these are the kind of tools that we use. This kind of tool right here. This is a ceramic sculpting tool. So you can go to a Michael's. Hopefully they know what you're talking about. And get the ceramic sculpting tools. That's the big way that we carve the skin off the pumpkin. Or, you can also look, Amazon might have them. I don't know. I have a special place I order them. And then I put them in a beginner's package just to make it easy for you. And the most expensive of all are these little mini ribbons, because these little mini ribbon tools you see how small that little delicate deal is there. And Yeah, it's small and delicate. And the reason it's small and delicate is because it does all the detailing. So if you watched Outrageous Pumpkins and you saw these people, they did their big carving. Now you saw that people like Griffin, she used a chainsaw. Well, she's a wood carver by nature. And so she's very comfortable chainsawing her pumpkins, as you saw in the contest. But we don't do that, okay? We're not going to do any of that because I want all ages. Your children can do this, okay? You as parents need to be nearby because you need to cut the hole out. But you don't need me to teach you how to cut the hole out. The only thing I'm going to suggest to you is to cut. You might want to cut it ahead of time. If you decide to cut it ahead of time, wait a second, I'm just going to my albums here. I think I had a pumpkin section somewhere. Did I? Yeah, but I didn't have the Monday. Just bear with me because it's Monday, right? Monday. I'm always saying it's Monday. But anyway, let's just look here and see if I have them in here. I just want to show you one in particular. Yeah, I want to show you this lady right here, okay? So the reason I want to show you this lady right here, this is the style that we sculpt the pumpkins in. Yes, I'm pumpkin crazy today because it's Halloween, and many of you are locked inside a house. What are you going to do? This is something that you can do, okay? Is these pumpkins, okay? You can make these pumpkins. You can create these pumpkins. It's not that hard. These are the tools that you use, all right? So here she is sculpted. She's a smaller pumpkin. She's about yay big. She's smaller than the one that Cameron brought me, all right? There she is lit. What's beautiful about this is this gives you the roses, the fiery yellows, as opposed to just cutting through and having a yellow hot light, okay? That's what makes this. $20, it's a bargain, believe me. And if I hide this, what I'm trying to say to you is look underneath her chin. You'll see a hot light. That is the hole. So you can make your pumpkin look like it's not open by opening the bottom. Are you following me here? You open the bottom and you can tell how thick your wall is, and then you can keep checking it. And you don't have to knock on it like a cantaloupe. Don't do any of that crazy stuff. You're a beginner. We want to make sure you are successful. So you're going to open the bottom, set it down over your light, which can be anything. Camping lanterns work. There's so many cool lights nowadays that they make that there's no reason to have a hot flame, is there? So there you go. That's what you can be doing. And in the class for $20, what I'm saying is you come and you get to sculpt what you would like to sculpt. I highly recommend a face, but it doesn't have to be a face. If you're someone who's got your heart set on something else you want to do, I don't know. Yeah, this is a bit advanced. This is several pumpkins together, but it is awful cute, isn't it? And it's fun. And then what else weird can I show you? This was a dragon's egg. So you kind of go and look for the shape and see what the shape gives you. If those of you have looked on I did do a posting earlier of a very funky shaped pumpkin. And then I made this sort of weird Cheshire Cat creature. It wasn't really a Cheshire Cat. It really wasn't maybe yes, maybe no. But this then became a dragon's egg. So you see how some of the areas are thicker for dark, thinner for the nice rose gold, and then those hot fiery edges are just getting closer to the cavity. But I show you how to do this, basically. Okay? This is what I do. I show you how to do this. Okay. Yeah, I show you how to do it. So one more time, where do you go? You can go here to buy tools. You can go to my website, which is here. And it tells you when the days are. You sign up for the day, and then I send you. It's all going to be on Zoom. And like I said, it's per household. So if there's 3, 4, 5 of you, you gather around in front of the television set and watch your Zoom, or in front of the thing. You know, maybe I should really go live on YouTube, but it's going to be Zoom. So, and the reason it's going to be Zoom is because I know Zoom. That's why. So it'd be a little challenging, but I think you guys can make it work, right? My husband has a way of plugging in the computer into the TV set in the monitoring system, and it makes it bigger, and you can watch it bigger. I can't tell you how to do that, but I'm sure you guys can find out. So if you want to do this, this is the way to do it. I wish I was right there face to face with you so that we could do it, because it's always energetic and fun, and I'm always crazy and wild and energetic and fun. And it's just a joy to do. So there you go. So there you go. What else am I going to do this week? Basically prep for the classes. I'm also going to the pumpkin patch tomorrow. I think I mentioned that already. I'm going to go to a farm, because going to a farm, they know what kind of pumpkins they have, like the Big Mac you saw there, or the prize winner. But I think Cameron told me it was a Big Mac. So it's a Big Mac, but it's a little Big Mac, because sometimes the first time you grow pumpkins, they don't get as big. And also, if you've seen the winner of, I think he said it was a prize winner or a Big Mac, the one who won the contest, just won a contest for that big one. They dedicate water and nurturing and food to the biggest pumpkin. And sometimes the other ones are kind of set aside to be smaller so that they can grow the contest winner. Pumpkins are an art form. It really takes a lot of nurturing and a lot of love to grow a pumpkin, which is why pumpkins are so special, across the board special. The other thing about learning about sculpting a pumpkin like this is that you can carry it with these tools. Again, you can use this for clay because they are a ceramic sculpting tool, but even more interesting, you could start to use these to work on other foods like watermelon. And I remember meeting a girl who sculpted cheese. So you can do it. The difference is, for sculpting cheese, you have to make sure they're sanitary and they're clean. People don't usually eat the cheese afterwards, but you can do that. So there's that too. So you can carry this ability over into other food carving techniques should you want to. Okay? So that's pretty much, I'm trying to think, okay. And then enough of this, enough of the pumpkins. Let's give you something else fun to do. Forgive me, again, it's Monday. But hey, guys, look what came to me from the Old Mill Press. Do you recognize this box? Maybe, maybe not. Well, let me share it with you as we unbox it. Now, I could have pulled it out of the envelope that they sent me, but I thought to cut to the chase. So the first thing in the box that we see is a wonderful Skull Rock podcast. I've not seen this podcast, but there is my shouting out to the Skull Rock podcast. And then this is it. The 3D, here's a nice little coaster. Can you see that? The 3D Disneyland book. Okay, so I'm going to turn it around. Cut to camera 2. Here is the box. 3D Disneyland book. So it comes with this. It came with the skull. Here it is. Oh, it's upside down. It comes with the Skull Rock podcast announcement. Yay. Nice. Beautiful. A little bit about enjoying all things Disney. Would love to check this out. Possibly be a guest. And then here is a 3D Disneyland coaster. Of course, I'm not going to use it. No, I'm going to pose next to it. And then here is a personal note from Dave. So Dave is giving me this personal note right here, thanking me. Remember that 3D Disneyland, like you've never seen it before, the park is always open. What great timing, Dave, for giving us this book. And here it is. Isn't this cool? So one of the things that Dave wants you to know is that you need a lot of light for the 3D effect to work in David's book. And so he reminds you about that. And then I'm going to gently tilt this box. There we go. I was so excited to get this book. Isn't it beautiful? I've not opened it till just now, showing you guys. Okay, nice binding. Look at that. And then when you open it, more stuff. Woo! over here are the 3D glasses. So those of you who might be a little bit young, you're all young at heart, of course, right? But you might be a little bit young. If we pull these out, these are classic 3D glasses. And they look at how they have his things. So you never, but these were a staple when I was a kid, guys. When I was a little kid, these were my favorite kind of movies to go to, were these 3D movies. And so what you do is you put your glasses on like this, and you're part of the club, man. Not only do you look cool, but you're part of the club. You're part of the club. Now, for me, I may have to use a different kind of glasses because they're a little bit short, but this is the 3D effect. You'll notice, for those of you who don't understand 3D, one lens is one color and one lens is another. Fun fact is my husband had a lazy eye. One of my husbands, not Lindsay, my first husband, and he could not do the 3D effect. So when later they came out with the polarized glasses, you guys remember those if you watched some of the Harry Potter movies in 3D and stuff like that. It's more 3D today is very different from 3D in the past. They don't have the single. So people who are myopic, only have one eye doing all the work, pretty much, they can now for the first time experience 3D because it's polarized, not these two different colors. Just a fun fact, okay? So what he's saying is you want to put this on, and then that way, when you look, you can see the 3D effect with your glasses. So if I cut back to camera 2, you can now see, and it's great because you see all the people here. This is what I'm talking about. When I was a kid, there we were, all in our glasses. So isn't that lovely? And here are the instructions about, you need to have lots of light and you need to be wearing your glasses. And then they are limited. So there's my number, 221 out of 750. I jumped on this because I'm a 3D nut. I love 3D. And then it's signed. Woohoo! And then there he is with his camera. Here's, Walt Disney, to my Walt Disney colleague, mentor, good friend, Ted. And look at that. Isn't that cute? And I don't know if you can really see him that well. Let me see if I can turn the light on. Remember, lots of light. So there we go. We give it a little bit so you can see him with this 3D camera right there. And we get to read, and then we get to see the camera. Isn't that neat? And the thing is, as you look at these, they jump off the page. They absolutely jump off the page for you. So what I'm saying is what you need to do is if this book isn't already sold out, you need to get this book. Are you seeing that kind of 3D effect that's happening here? Look at that. See how this is all soft, and then he boing, bounces right out. Can you see that? You might not be able to see it. Let me see. If I can't do it because a camera is myopic. That's the problem. But trust me, if you're wearing these glasses, let me just pop up. If you're wearing these glasses, Walt steps right out in front of the castle. It's really cool. It's really, really a beautiful book. And I want to say, David, you really outdid yourself, my friend. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Let me just turn this light off so we all don't go blind. But I'll be looking at it later. But it really does work. I just noticed it, and I was kind of like, guys, can you see it? But then I remembered I'm wearing these glasses. Unfortunately, a camera is myopic, so I can't put the two so you could see both, or I would have done that. But in any case, there's a nice little pocket for you to make sure you take care of your glasses, and you put them in there. And then you want to make sure you're wearing them to see this book. But the book is chock full of all of these beautiful. And you see how you have a green and you have red? Well, when you wear those glasses, it all comes together. That's how 3D works, okay? So this is the book. If you have not, if you haven't had the opportunity, everybody is talking to me. Let's just get them. Okay, good. People are remembering that I'm here. I'm here talking to you. Hi, how are you? Anyway, this book is really beautiful. I jumped at the chance to get it because, first of all, I love 3D, and then Dave does great work. So if you can, grab this, and you are a Disney collector, I highly recommend that you grab it. I love Disney books, so of course I had to get it. And I'm going to take this with me on my vacation, sit cross-legged, look at the ocean, and look at this book. So that's my little gift to myself, guys. I'm going to give myself a little gift to myself and take 3 days off. And that's why the AMA will be postponed till, I should have said that at the last AMA, but I didn't think to do that. This is kind of some of the things that happen, you know. But all of this is going back in the box because that's the way I am, and so on and so forth. So I don't know if you have any questions about any of the things that I showed today, but I'm going to keep this a little short. I have lots to do today. I have a conference, and I have some, I'm working on one of my own pieces now, and I'm so excited that I get to work on one of my own pieces as your ghost orders comes in. So please let me know how you want to pay for them. Or if you don't want your set of ghosts that you reserved, that's okay too. I understand that this price is very different. Oh, and then I need to assure you that this is not going to be the norm. Not everything is going to cost this, but this is our supercalifragilisticexpialidocious thing. So here is my start of the sculpture that I did for Ezra. And then after a while, and this is kind of how we worked through it, I didn't like the way he looked here. It just, the legs looked funny and the pose looked a little crippled to me, a little painful. So I decided to streamline him a little bit. And there he is, streamlined in the beginning with the beginnings of Gus in the background. And then here he is nice and clean. So you got him nice and clean in the clay. And that's how he looks. And then there is little Gus, all nice and beautiful. And then there's a side view of Gus in the clay, and a back view of Gus in the clay, and another side view of Gus in the clay. And then this is what the box is going to look like on the top. I've created a custom box for you. So it's going to come in a custom box. I'm always about the experience when it comes to creating anything that I do. And those of you who have made past purchases of my work know that this is exactly how I operate, is to do an experience. So by the time you open the mailing package and then you see the box, the experience starts now. So that's what that's about. And so that's why I wanted. So what did you ask? You asked for ghosts that could be separate, which they are. They can be set together. They can. And each one is powered by 3 AAA batteries, so that you don't have to work so hard to find a battery once they are done. You know, like you turn it on and the light doesn't go on. You go, oh, new batteries. You don't have to go looking high and wide for that weirdo battery. It's a battery you can find anywhere. And this was very important. And this is why it took 2 years to create the ghosts. So again, here they are glowing. And they look like little specters. So the process was to make the light so that they weren't like a flashlight going on and off. They illuminated, they looked like little specters that are appearing on your shelf. And that's why on your shelf they look like this. Now I have the light on in my case here. So that's why you see the bottom edge of the stand that they're on that house their electrical. And then, but when you go here, you can see that they look like they're floating. So, yeah, they look like they're floating. Anyway, there you go. So I'm going to take a quick look at the comments, guys, and then I'm going to pop off. Like I said, there's so much to do today, and I'm going to keep it kind of short. Monday's got me a little bit, I won't be rude, but I'll say it got me a little bit rattled, a little bit, so I want to go get my pumpkins tomorrow. Want to set up for that. Want to make sure I get that Zoom call out to you who are taking the class so you don't panic and think you weren't. And write to me like by I'm doing it Thursday, Friday, Saturday of the classes. So by the evening on Tuesday, if you haven't gotten that Zoom information and stuff, you write to me, okay? You give me a heads up. Write to me at my website or write to me, Terry@terryharden.com, okay? Just don't sit there. If for some reason you've taken the class and you've got no Zoom call, no information, you reach out to me on Messenger or whatever you have to do. Okay. I don't want to miss you if you've paid for the class. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to check the comments now since I didn't get to look at them before. Looks like there's some coming in, which means Facebook has decided to allow me to see what you have to say. And for those of you who need to have a life or get going or whatever, have a lovely, happy week, a wonderful week. And was there anything else I could say to you? Enjoy. I hope you like that book. Dave, great job. Really great job. I'm so excited to have it as an addition to my collection. Anyway, off to the comments. Let's see. What have you guys got to say? Let's see what you have to say, which is sometimes more fun than what I have to say. Mom's stealing the Wi-Fi. Of course she is. Yeah, I know, Michael. And the thing is that today is a Monday. It must be a Monday for Facebook as well, is all I'm going to say. I tried to send you wrong person. Don't worry about it. But look, Bill, you're so sweet. And thank you for the apology. Thank you so much. But here's the thing, okay? Let me just address this. Grain of salt. Grain of salt. We have been isolated, many of us, since February, March. And if we go out cautiously. If we go out, we have to remind ourselves constantly to take a mask and also keep our distancing 6 feet. And it's hard. It's as human beings, this is not our natural state of being. And so you've got to give each other, please give each other a break. All right. Give each other the benefit of the doubt, a grain of salt. And I ask for it too. Okay. I may say something that offends you and hurts your feelings or upsets you. It is not my intention. All right. In the ask me anything, things will set me off and things will set you off, but just say, hey, something hit a chord there. Let's just, fast forward through that part of the video if you don't like it and listen to the rest. Okay. Understand that this is a time when we have got to try to be understanding of each other and helpful of each other. So Bill, what I'm saying is thank you for saying sorry, but I get it. Okay. I totally get these things happen. Good morning to Joseph and Angie. Hello, my friend. Leo, there you are. I actually love your picture with Captain America. I think that is very cool. Theme park gals. Hey, so guys, the theme park gals and we had a lovely conversation not too long ago. And they have a lovely channel. And while you're on your way to my channel, to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell because it's important, it's the same for the theme park gals. Okay. I went over and followed them and they in turn followed me because why? Again, what did I say? Let's help each other, right? And they have great content. They're starting out as I am kind of starting out. So, just, help us out. We promise not to stalk you for the most part. Good morning, Michael Leslie. He was late to the chat, getting his monthly COVID test. So Michael is an essential worker somewhat. Okay. He's not necessarily front line, but he's very essential to what we need to have happen at COVID. So he tests regularly. Connectivity problem. Tried to watch. Have a great day. Yes. Again, Facebook it's Monday. So it's out of my control is what I'm saying. We just do the best we can. But I hope you'll watch later if you want to, because then you can take it in small little bites. And I'm still going to do my Ask Me Anythings in smaller bites. We're just going to wait till after October because October is really crazy. And now looking into the future, November looks like it's going to be equally as nuts for me. So guys, I'm just going to ask you to buckle yourselves in, put your hands on the bars, keep all hands and arms inside while riding, and give me the benefit of the doubt because I really don't know what's happening in the future. I just don't. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. I can always use that. I had a loading area message as well. Monday all around. Yes, Janice. Monday all around. And like Bob says, don't buy into hate. Yeah, it's just one of these things lately that I've noticed that it's very easy for us to get caught up in the magma of the world today because it's everywhere. We're trying to get our ballots in and vote. And then there's stuff that's happening with that. And we're concerned, or we're worried, or we're trying to figure out, do we vote in person? And is that going to be comfortable? There's going to be lines, there is. And are you going to vote by mail? Are you going to absentee? And then for here in California, the propositions are so confusing that I've gone over and over and over again. And today, my husband and I are finished filling out our ballot. We actually listen to the rest of the propositions and we think, we got it. At least our position on it. But I'll tell you, it wasn't easy. I don't know why you can't just state, we want to give you a gas tax, but then it wouldn't pass, would it? So there's this sort of hiding it and all kinds of stuff, and you have to get way down to the core to figure it. And then when you get way down to the core of the proposition, you're still confused. Is it yes? Is it no? I'm all confused, And so it's been a long journey. I won't even lie. It's been a long journey with that. So you have that to be concerned about, going in and out. Are we going to have Halloween? And Halloween is, for many of us, our favorite holiday. So what do we do about it when we can't do it? Down the street from me, kind of like an S, they're building a haunted house or something. They just said, forget it. We're going to do it. You walk up, you probably can't go in, but at least you can see this beautiful house that they're building, and it made them feel good. And I shout out to them and go, bravo, because you gotta do this and do the rules, wear a mask, social distance, but you can create what you want in your house. This is my husband creating this, buying this shoot so we can stand outside, wish everyone well, say, be safe. And here's your popcorn, fashoom, all wrapped. Okay. All wrapped up. It's not open. It's not popcorn balls. It's not made. No. It's a bag of microwave popcorn, full size, that the kids get to have it every year they come, because it allows them to share with their family and friends and have salt with their sweet. So I've always given popcorn every year. Thank you to Costco for doing that. Basically what I'm saying is there's a lot on your plate. Even if you're home and you're binge watching your favorite TV show and you got your feet up and you say, there's nothing really for me to do. There's that gets to you, doesn't it? If you're wondering where your next, meal or food, or how you're going to pay your rent, or all of this is weighing in on us. So that's why I come on and I want to talk to you. Usually, like today I'm not being my silly self, because Monday has kind of got me a little bit. I really wanted to do my, I want, how you do something and you want the experience to be wild and crazy and fun and exciting. And then something happens that you look at yourself and you go, why is it you sometimes you just can't ask why. Okay. So I wanted to do these wonderful, put my little happy pumpkin. I wanted to do this wonderful spinny thing for my patrons and do kind of a game show feel, because of my treasure chest is full of collectibles that were given to me, or, it's time at age 63 to share this with people who will take care of them. So I wanted it to be my patrons. They come, they support our tribe, they help each other, and they support my patron page. And I'm grateful. So these I give to them. And it's, we do a drawing, and I wanted it to be more fun and exciting. But some numbers were picked over a certain set of numbers. And unfortunately, I could not find the little ping pong balls to put in the basket. And I was stressing. I put those ping pong balls someplace safe. And what happens when you put something someplace safe? You often forget where you put it. Oh, I should have left breadcrumbs or something, but I didn't. So that's what I'm talking about. It just, these things happen and these things pop into, you got to give yourself a break. You got to give everybody else a break. You got to say to yourself, just breathe, relax, do things the best you can in a little bit, and know that I'm sending you hugs and love from here. And if I can make it, I mean, I should have been a lot more silly. The silliest I could be is this thing today because I just love the way it bounces around and it squishes and, and it makes kind of a fun noise. Listen, I think that's a really cool noise. And then he's flashy. He flashes. He makes this weird, funky flash. If I put him over here, maybe you can see those little flashy lights? He really is cute. I mean, I'm easily amused. Yeah. See? So, okay. So you got your silly for today. Okay? But I'll try to be upbeat, and sometimes it's just it gets me too. Gets me too. Keep your eyes and ears open. I think Wired magazine is about to drop an article about pumpkins and me and stuff on Instagram. I know they're going to tag me. I don't know when, and they may have already done so. But hugs and kisses to all you guys, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging in till the final comments. Thank you for being a part of this channel, and thank you for understanding that I might just ramble and talk about whatever, but you can always pop in the comments and suggest something, and then I'll get it to the next time. So, news flash. No AMA next this coming Friday because I'm going to be teaching a pumpkin class. So I hope you will join me in carving a pumpkin and seeing it, or just come and watch. Just it's going to cost you $20. Okay. Why? Because I want people to be, it needs to be serious. It needs to be not, serious, but I have to be present to come there, and there's a lot going on. So not to explain it, but to explain it, it is what it is. $20. You can watch, or you can make the best out of it yourself and attempt at carving. We're not there to judge you. We're not there to give you trouble. We're there to enjoy pumpkin sculpting. Okay? You can dabble in it safely and effectively with me giving you my full and heartfelt support if you come and do it. So I hope you do. All right? And with that, I'm going to say arrivederci, and think about the movies that you would like to watch for Halloween. It's time to collect them and figure out what you're going to eat, because chances are you're going to be doing it in a little bubble with some of your friends and or with some of your mostly family. And what's wrong with that? So love and kisses. Join me for the class. I'll be talking to you. I'll give you a reminder on Thursday or Wednesday that I'm not going to have an AMA on Friday because I'm teaching a class. Okay. But it will return a week from Friday because we must, right? Okay. I love you bunches. Do something nice for someone else. Can be as simple as a phone call or buying a coffee for the guy behind you when you're at the drive-thru at Starbucks or your favorite coffee place. Okay? All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care. La 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 la.